So this class is about how to manage Microsoft Entra ID Identities. So from your portal, you can always search for Microsoft Entra and you go to your manage, check. So here, I just want to check what we have in the user setting. So this one is my default account, my own personal account I can see. I can toggle all the buttons that I need from here. However, what I want to do is to be able to create a new user, right? And that new user should be able to, access the Azure platform on their own with their own password. So what am I going to do? All I need to do is to go to the um, here. But before I do that, let me first set my usage location. The essence of me setting the usage location is because I want all the accounts that I want to create. I want them to be able to have like a Microsoft Entra ID P2 license, right? So that's why I'm setting the user location from my own. So now I just want to create a new user. So for that new user, I want to call the new user AAD user one. Then for the display name, I'll just give it AAD user one as well. Then let me check. I can next it and go and fill all the required information. So here for the first name, I can decide to call it Azure Tutor. Let me call it Azure. Oh, no. Or let me just say Azure as the first name, then Tutor as the second, as the last name, rather. So for the user type, I will just leave it as member. Then let me go back to that and change the password. Let me give it my own password because that one is somehow. So let me give it my own password. All right, fine. Back to the properties. Here, the job title for this person is Cloud Administrator, right? Is the new person that is joining the company. And for the company Cloud Territory and the department IT, right? So for the office location, let's assume the office location of this Cloud Territory is in Nigeria. And, I set user location from my own account. That's for the major global admin. But for the user location of this user now, I need to also set it. So which I'm setting to Nigeria. There's a reason just because I want this person to be able to access, the Microsoft Entra ID P2 license. All right. So that's what I want to check. Okay, I can now create this. Then after I refresh and I see that the user is now in the list of the users, managing this Microsoft Azure account. Now, what I want to do now is to just check what what can I do with this user account, or what have I had any rule? So all I need is to assign a rule, and the role I want to assign to this user is called user administrator rule, right? So what is the rule? What is the work of that user administrator rule? They can manage all aspects of users and groups, including resetting passwords for limited admins. That is the assigned role that I gave to this AAD user one. So now I just want to make sure that this AAD user one can actually access the Microsoft portal using the name, that is the user principal name and the password that I created earlier. So that's what I copied there. Then next, then I can type the password. So this password, once I type it, it will prompt me to create another password because this is global admin that created that password. So I just want to create a new password now. Let me put the current password that I put there. So I can now use another password since I'm assuming this is another user trying to log into the Microsoft Azure portal. Now it's okay. It's telling me that that current password is wrong. I guess I made a mistake. Let me just quickly check that. Okay. All right. Action required. Next. Okay. Okay. So let's wait for that signing. Right. Oh, so now Microsoft is telling me that I need to keep my account secure, right? And they are telling me to use Microsoft Authenticator to keep it secure. These are the two FAs that, the security feature they put in place to just to, protect your account, right? And for me, I have this authenticator, I have Microsoft Authenticator installed on my phone. So it's easy for me to just set it up now. So I will now use my authenticator, my phone camera to, um, that barcode. Then the the authenticator number that I'm giving is what I want to type here, and I think that field I made a mistake. I think it's 736. Okay, now this is right. So you can see authenticator app was successfully registered. So now I can just log into the account and do whatever I need to do using the AAD user one. You can see the top AAD user one at it. That's a long one, right? Now let me just check the Entra ID. Like I said, the role that I gave to that user is user administrator role. And this person can manage all aspects of users. So this person can also create user as well, right? And what I can do now is just let me even check. Let me check the user settings. Let me see. Can it do anything? Not not yet. So what I can do now is to quickly, okay, since I can't do anything, I just go to user. Let me just add another user, this user, which I want to call AAD user 2, right? So I want to display name. Let me give it AAD user 2 now. Then let me put the password as a. So he's serving as an administrator. Like I said, the role is user administrator, right? Then he can just put the information of whoever he wants to, you know, um, add or register. So that's what's so if you put all the information, the job title. So this one, the cloud administrator is trying to give another access to systems administrator for the company cloud territory. The department is IT, right? And the user location, like I said, the user location is necessary. Just so I will just put my own user location, which is Nigeria. For that, we are assuming the user location for that cloud territory company is in Nigeria. So that's what I would want to just click there and create. If you refresh, you see all the user, right? So AAD user one added AAD user two. I hope this helps someone in your cloud administrator journey. Thank you for joining today's class and have a nice day.